faster moves. I can't even imagine it. He's not going to win. I think he thinks this is going to be a very easy night. He's not going to be easy.
In the days leading up to their much-anticipated fight, the tension between boxing legend Mike Tyson and YouTube sensation turned boxer Jake Paul is palpable, and fans are hungry to see if the showdown will live up to the hype. The buzz reached new heights after Tyson issued a stern warning to Paul in a focused and ominous video message, one that left fans and analysts intrigued. Tyson's message made it clear that he's not approaching this as a simple comeback fight or another event in a media spectacle. He's coming with the mindset of a warrior who's prepared to give everything he has in the ring. And as fans and analysts soak in every word, the anticipation for this unique bout is mounting. The face-off has been labeled as one of the most intriguing matchups in boxing's recent history. But not only because it involves the now 58-year-old former heavyweight champion and the brash social media star. Tyson, in a surprising move to many, emphasized that he isn't in it for the money or legacy. "I'm a fighter," Tyson said simply, his words laced with the hard-earned experience and wisdom of decades in the ring. "I feel good, and I know I can do it." This stoic declaration is a testament to the kind of fighter Tyson has always been, one who lives for the thrill of the ring and who understands that boxing is more than just a sport. It's a way of life. His recent remarks hint at an intensity and commitment that he seems to believe he can channel regardless of his age or the challenges he now faces. For Tyson, this fight represents something far deeper than any typical matchup, and his words struck a chord with fans and boxing purists alike. Gone is any talk of legacy, a concept Tyson has openly disdained, calling it an ego trap that has no meaning for him in his current stage of life. "Legacy? I don't care about legacy," he said. "I'll be dead soon enough one day, and I don't want to be remembered for something as trivial as that." This fight is personal for Tyson, a chance to prove that even though he's not in his prime, his skills, power, and ferocity have not diminished. He's training harder than ever, sparking memories of the days when he dominated the heavyweight division, and fans can feel the tension building as fight night nears. This shift in Tyson's focus and motivation has rattled his opponent in a way that has not gone unnoticed. Jake Paul, typically known for his unfiltered bravado and relentless trash talk, has been unusually silent. Sources close to Paul reveal that he's taken Tyson's words seriously, ramping up his own training with a newfound intensity. Paul's team, usually loud and confident, has also been more reserved, and it's become evident that they recognize the gravity of stepping into the ring with a fighter of Tyson's caliber. The quiet in Paul's camp is telling, hinting that perhaps Tyson's words and presence have had a more profound impact than Paul is willing to let on. For a fighter known for his bombastic attitude, Paul's silence speaks volumes and signals a shift in his mindset heading into this fight. While Tyson has an edge in experience and power, there are lingering concerns about his age and physical condition. Tyson's health has been a topic of discussion in the boxing community, especially following a recent ulcer flare-up that forced him to delay the match, originally scheduled for July. At 58, his body isn't what it once was, and the physical toll of training has been significant. In the past, Tyson has acknowledged the challenges of staying in fighting shape as he's aged, but he's still determined to prove he's capable of competing at a high level. The delay allowed Tyson additional time to recover and train, and he's now returning to the gym with an intensity that reminds fans of his ferocious peak. But as much as Tyson is determined, some within the boxing community have voiced concern. Anthony Taylor, a former opponent of Paul's and his occasional sparring partner, recently weighed in on Tyson's readiness and the risks he might face. Taylor expressed serious concerns over Tyson's ability to withstand the potential power and endurance of Paul, who is in the prime of his physical fitness. Taylor warned that Paul's youth and strength could pose a real threat, especially if Tyson's stamina falters. "I've worked with Jake behind the scenes, and trust me, you haven't seen what he's capable of," Taylor said. hinting at a dimension of Paul's training and skill that fans haven't yet witnessed. Tyson is like a lamb to the slaughter. I worry about a concussion or something worse. Taylor's warnings underscore a sentiment shared by many boxing fans and professionals who question if Tyson, at nearly 60, can truly compete with someone like Paul. Paul, though not traditionally respected in the boxing world, has undergone rigorous training, and his performances in the ring have shown flashes of skill and potential. He's taken the sport seriously, training under professional coaches, and his discipline has led to surprising victories over opponents who initially underestimated him. But fighting Tyson is a different scenario altogether, and Paul, well aware of this, has reportedly altered his training regimen to focus on his power and endurance, key attributes he'll need if he hopes to go the distance with the former heavyweight champion. Adding to the intrigue, former boxing greats like George Foreman have weighed in with their own insights. Foreman, who famously made a comeback at 45 to reclaim a world title, has a unique perspective on age and longevity in the ring. He's offered Tyson words of encouragement, but with a touch of caution, urging him not to underestimate Paul. "Jake Paul is no pushover," Foreman commented, recognizing the young fighter's resilience and tenacity. "Time is on Jake's side, and he has power." Foreman's words have resonated with many, emphasizing the unpredictability of the fight. Meanwhile, fans have been eagerly dissecting footage of Tyson's recent training sessions, where the 58-year-old champ has showcased impressive power and speed. In these videos, Tyson appears intensely focused, his movements reminiscent of his prime years. Each punch is delivered with precision and fury, and though his endurance might not be what it once was, his commitment to the sport shines through. Tyson has even commented on how he's been pushing himself, likening his current training to the grueling workouts of his youth. "When I was younger, I'd train all day, from 11 to 5, strength, conditioning, everything," Tyson recalled, revealing the sheer level of dedication he's bringing to this fight. Paul, for his part, remains confident and has spoken openly about his intentions to make history by landing a knockout punch on Tyson. "I know I hit harder than most people think," he boasted, hinting that he believes he could potentially match Tyson's power. This confidence, combined with his strategic silence, suggests that Paul is ready to surprise both fans and critics alike. He's bulked up for the fight, reportedly aiming to weigh in near the heavyweight limit to match Tyson's size. But even with his newfound physical strength, the question lingers. Does he truly understand the challenge he's up against? Outside of the fighters themselves, boxing commentators are weighing in on the historical significance of this fight. Many believe that Tyson's involvement is reinvigorating interest in the sport, bringing together a diverse audience that spans traditional boxing fans and younger viewers who are captivated by Paul's media presence. The match, in many ways, represents a clash between old-school boxing ethos and the new age phenomenon of celebrity fights. Some critics argue that these kinds of bouts tarnish the sport's reputation, but there's no denying the intrigue they bring. As the days tick down to fight night, the intensity continues to build. Paul's camp remains unusually quiet, a possible indication of the respect and caution they're showing in the face of Tyson's intimidating reputation. Meanwhile, Tyson's presence and his warnings have stirred excitement, reminding fans of his legacy while promising that the real Mike Tyson will show up in the ring. The upcoming bout is more than a typical boxing match. For Tyson, it's a test of his physical limits and a chance to silence critics who doubt his abilities. For Paul, it's the ultimate opportunity to prove himself against one of boxing's greatest names. With stakes higher than ever, fans are preparing for what could be one of the most memorable and intense showdowns in recent boxing history. This isn't just about fame, money, or even legacy. It's about two fighters from vastly different worlds coming together to settle a score in the ring, each determined to walk away as the victor.